Hey there, everybody. So from a conceptual standpoint, using the subtract command on AutoCAD is probably the most complex thing to think about, but it's really not that hard when you think about it. The way this command works, and I've explained it here in words, but I'm going to show it because it's easier. The way this command works is much like how you could use the extrude command and join two objects together. You can use the extrude command to basically mark an area that you want to remove from something else. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So I'm going to use this object that I've already created, and I'm going to remove a notch from the corner of this. It's going to look a heck of a lot like this right here. I'm going to take a notch out. Obviously, this is a different block, but it's going to be the same idea. So what you do here is you get your line tool. Let's use polyline. I'm going to use polyline, not line. Then I don't have to join them afterwards. I'm going to start on this corner, and I'm going to create the shape that I want. I'm not actually going to go to, let's do 1.5. I don't want to go to that midpoint because it's going to hit stuff. And then I am going to work off of that. Let's go out, 2 inches, come on back, bring it over until we intersect some stuff here and close that on up. So I just created for myself a shape here. Now, it's not lighting up when I hover on it. If I do my shift space deal, which means you hover over it and you hold shift and then press the space bar, it will light up so I can see that that exists there under my mouse. When I do the extrude command, so watch this. I'm going to extrude that object. I have to do shift space there. Oh, it's not letting me grab it. Come on, right there. I got it. Oh, did I get it? So sometimes you have trouble grabbing things, and that's where you can use the lasso window, which is the blue one. So I'm not getting the whole shape, so it's just lighting that up. So there we go. We got it selected. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit enter. And this time, instead of moving this upward, I'm going to go downward inside of the object. So let's go down maybe 1. Let's just do 1. So now you can see I basically have these two objects inside of each other. And these are two objects. If I right-click on this and say isolate, or rather, if I right-click on this and I say isolate objects, oh, it's not working right now. Just trust me, that is a separate volume that is inside there. There, you can kind of see it when I pivot around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now use the subtract command. So I'm going to use SUB. You can just type SUB, enter. And this is important, the order that you click on things. It doesn't really tell you what to do. It does say select solids as surfaces and regions to subtract from. So the first thing is what you are taking away from. So think in your brain, from this, I will subtract that. The that is going to be the second thing we pick. So from this, click, I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to subtract that. And that's the second piece, enter. And it removes that chunk out of there. So that's really important. You have to remember that order. The first thing is what you're taking away from, and the second thing is what you are taking away. So I'll do that one more time, and I'll say that out loud, because that's how it helps me remember. So subtract, enter. From this, I will, enter, subtract that, enter. Okay, and it removes. You can read these little clues. So to do this one last time, subtract. Subtract surfaces, select solid surfaces and regions to subtract from. So this is what I'm subtracting from, enter. And then select solid surfaces and regions to subtract. So however you want to remember, or if you want to read down at the bottom, the first thing is what you're subtracting from. The second thing is what you are subtracting, enter. And it removes that little notch there. So this is the basic of using the subtraction command, and this works with any two things that are overlapping each other. It's incredibly powerful. It's how you can put holes in things, threads in holes, everything. You use the subtract command for this in AutoCAD. So I hope this helps. Hopefully this helps you make this block here, which I would suggest you make the base block first, then draw a rectangle on top, extrude it downward, and then subtract from the bigger object the smaller little block in the corner. So give it a shot.